everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of our road trip series. In the last episode we were out at Cape Le Grand National Park down in Esperance, so if you haven't checked out that episode yet, make sure you do so after watching this one. So from Cape Le Grand National Park we have driven about 4.5 hours to a spot called Stirling Range National Park, which is about an hour from Albany. We were planning on spending the next few days here exploring the hiking trails and all that the park's got to offer, but on the drive here from Cape Le Grand National Park, we had a little bit of a mishap. So we were driving along the highway and a little stone chip from a truck flicked up and it has put a crack pretty much through our entire front windscreen. So tomorrow we are going to have to head to Albany, which is the closest town to here, to get that fixed. But as for now, we are going to head to camp, check in and get set up. So we have set up camp, and not long after we set everything up it started to rain, and it has rained for the last couple of hours non-stop. So we're in the camp kitchen now. We have just made a spinach and pesto pasta for dinner, and then I guess we're probably just going to head to bed because there's not much else you can do when it's raining, and then wake up early tomorrow to head to Albany. Morning everyone. We had a little bit of an interesting night last night. We went to bed knowing that the winds were going to pick up because we had checked the forecast and the lady had told us at check-in, but we weren't prepared for the gale winds that rolled through about 3 a.m. They were so strong, they were like moving the troopy from side to side, and the wind was so loud because there are so many trees at camp. And then with the wind, the rain then rolled in, and it's pretty much been non-stop since then, so it's about 10 o'clock now. It's super interesting when you are doing a road trip of the southern part of Western Australia, because it's a trip that you really have to pack for all seasons and you have to be prepared for all type of weather. So we're just trying to be positive and roll with it. It is what it is, and it's a little reminder that Mother Nature's always in control as well. So we are on the road now. We are heading into Albany to stock up on some food, and we want to have a little look around as well because it's raining today. It kind of renders any walks in the national park not really doable. So yeah, we are going to head into Albany and check it out down there. We've just been into the Albany town centre and had a delicious lunch at a spot called the Alkaline Café. The cafe is 100% gluten-free, vegan and vegetarian, so there was a ton of options for us to choose from, which was amazing. We both had the mushroom bruschetta, we got some sweet potato wedges to share, and we had some hot drinks as well. We have now driven about 10 to 15 minutes out of town to this spot here, which is the Albany Wind Farm. The wind farm here provides about 80% of the electricity needed to run the whole township, which saves millions of tons in carbon emissions. And if you thought we were unlucky today getting a windy day, a little fun fact for you: on average there is only about 7 days each year where the wind isn't strong enough down here in Albany to power these wind turbines. So I guess you could say Albany is a pretty windy place year round. Morning everyone, we have woken up to a beautiful day here today. There is pretty much no wind and the sun has been out. It's still a little bit cloudy, but it's so much warmer than it was yesterday, which is amazing. We got up this morning and had brekkie here at our campsite, and we had some of the banana bread that we got from the Alkaline Café yesterday, which was delicious. But yes, as far as today goes, we are going to head out and do a hike. But before we do, I thought I would just give you guys a quick tour of camp. So I don't know if I have mentioned this already, but we are staying at a place called the Stirling Range Retreat, and it's pretty much probably a few hundred meters from the entrance to the Stirling Range National Park, and it's the closest accommodation to the start of the Bluff Knoll trail. Here at Stirling Range Retreat there are non-powered sites, powered sites, and then there are cabins as well. So yeah, they've got a range of accommodation for all different types of travellers. This here is our campsite, so we are along the back fence line and we have the views of Mount Trio, and then on the other side there are also views of Bluff Knoll as well. We are staying in a non-powered site because we don't need power having the troopy. But yeah, that's the campsites. They have a really amazing kitchen which I will show you guys now, so let's go and check that out. So this is the camp kitchen, and as you can see it's absolutely humongous. They have everything that you need for cooking in here. So they've got some bins over here, a sink with hot water, toaster, kettle, microwave, gas cooker, stove, some cutlery and everything for cooking, some barbecues, some fridges, and then heaps of seating. So this is a really great kitchen. We have done a lot of cooking in here so far. Then as you come along down here, we've got a random little Telstra phone booth in case you need to make a call home. And then right next to the kitchen is the ablution block. So there is a guest laundry. And then there are the male and female toilets that are immaculately maintained, and they have got showers and flushing toilets in there. So that's pretty much camp in a nutshell. I actually really like this campsite. It's, like I said, really well maintained. The sites are super spacious and it's not been busy while we've been here as well, so we've had lots of space to just enjoy it. So we've come out to a spot called Castle Rock, which is within the Parongarup National Park. It's a 4.4 kilometre return trail and it's a class 4. This trail is famous for apparently having like a skywalk type thing at the end of it that offers amazing views. So I guess we'll see what that's all about when we get to the top. So guys, this here is the Carry Lookout, and this here is the Castle Rock summit. You're literally just walking through the forest like a normal forest, and it opens up into these huge giant boulders, and someone has thought of this genius idea to build a skywalk along the side of them. It's absolutely incredible. These views are amazing. It's not easy to get to though. You do have to scramble over some boulders, and then you have to climb up I think it's a 6 or 7 meter vertical ladder, so it's a little bit challenging and not for the faint-hearted. I don't love heights, so it was a little bit scary for me, but it is absolutely worth it for these views. Well guys, we managed to make it back to camp just in time to watch another beautiful sunset here over Mount Trio behind me. We are in a little bit of a rush tonight because we have a very early alarm to do the Bluff Knoll hike tomorrow. So we are going to get dinner and shower sorted as quickly as we can. And on that note, I am going to call it a night with the camera, and I will see you guys bright and early in the morning. Morning everyone.
See, I wasn't joking when I said we had an early alarm this morning. It's currently 2:55 in the morning and we have just left our camp to come across and do the Bluff Knoll hike. We are just getting Jordan is just getting a entrance ticket, paying the fee to get into the national park, and then we're going to head straight up to the main entrance of the Bluff Knoll car park and start this hike to get up in time for sunrise. So we decided to do the sunrise summit because we have spoken to some people at camp who said that it's the best time of morning to do it, and also a friend of mine recently did the hike as well and said that it is amazing at sunrise. So we're really excited to get to the top and hopefully see some really amazing views. So we've just left the main car park here at Bluff Knoll. We're going to be doing most of the hike in the dark, obviously to get there for sunrise, so I don't know how much of it we'll be able to record, but we'll see how we go. So guys, we are about an hour and 10 minutes or so into our hike. It is not a glamorous hike. It's 4:25 in the morning and we are hot and sweaty even though it's cold. The hike is unrelenting. The stairs are just like constant and the gradient is so steep. I think it's deceiving because it's a 3.1 kilometer walk, but it's just unrelenting the whole way, so it feels like a lot more than that. But yeah, the views on the way up are absolutely incredible. Over on this side we can see the moon setting, and then over on the other side the sun's coming up, and there doesn't appear to be very much cloud at the moment, so hoping the views at the top are going to be amazing. Guys, we've made it to the summit of Bluff Knoll, which is Australia's second highest peak and stands at 1,095 metres above sea level. It's so cold up here, but what a view. So guys, we have just left the summit. We lasted about 30 minutes up there. We had some brekkie, took some photos and then left because it was so cold up there. I really can't stress enough the importance of wearing layers and bringing warm clothes with you. When we started the trail at the bottom, we took our jumpers off about a kilometre in because we were so hot and sweaty, but as soon as we got to the summit, it was just windy and cold, and we had all of our layers back on. So yes, definitely bring warm clothes and water as well. It's important to me, and I really want to take this opportunity to pay my respects to the traditional custodians of this land. This area is important to Indigenous people, and it's really important to be respectful when you're in places like this. So that means sticking to the trails, taking your rubbish with you, all those kinds of things. So yeah, it is an incredible walk. I highly, highly recommend it. Well, that was an epic way to finish our final morning here in the Stirling Range National Park. I guess you could say we finished on a high. 2 cheese. That is going to be a wrap for this vlog. From here we are going to be heading to our next destination, so to make sure you don't miss out on that episode, make sure you hit subscribe. Also, you can find me over on Instagram as well. I share a little bit more of my day-to-day life and the in-between moments if you want to follow me over on there. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you